sanadkaynu joognaa sideed goora weeyaan soddon tahay bishiisuye wasahan dambiyo shalay sareedada adduunyadu saacad kala wareegtee sadkiyo ii shartii laysiiyey xalayba suuroobi weyde salku dhigay ayaankuye samiraan lahano salku dhigay ayaankuye samiraan lahano haygu samir darnaanine adigoo sal fududaan oo saluugin waayaha aniguba saqiyo waa sidan kuugu gooyaan saankeed ku maqane saddexigu wallaahiya kuma seexan waligay siraan kugu dilaaye sahwiyo jacaylkuna siduu adiga kugu yahay ayaan kuula simane sadqiyo ii shartii laysiiyey xalayba suuroodi weyde sarku dhigay ayaankuye samiraan sarku dhigay ayaankuye samiraan lahano.
Oh, hi, how are you? Good, how are you?
I guess a good one to start. We wanted to hear your answer to the question, what does freedom mean to you?
Oh, freedom. What does freedom mean to me?
Mm-hmm.
A lot. The system itself, the more I think about the system in America and how, things are set up, I don't know, the more I want to fight, well, at the same time, the more I'm feeling depressed. Yeah. Because it's like so much to fix. Yeah. In America, the system intertwines itself a lot. So if you can have restorative justice, you can also have equity and health. So I feel like you can fix one and just abandon the other. You have to fix all areas socially in terms of health. Yeah. Many of the immigrants we work with are coming from, very dramatic background, war. Many of the youth who are in their 20s, who are younger than me, from Somalia, was born after the war and only know a lot of harsh life, long duration time of the refugee camps. This school is not trauma-informed, and the idea, I don't understand how you expect children to come from 20 years in a refugee camp where they were exposed to rape, violence, all day long, food insecurity, a lot of health issues, and yet when they arrive here, suddenly they're supposed to be, going to Harvard and everything's supposed to be good and all. And I find that really hard to swallow because I was one of those young people. I'm really, really shocked that was 24 years ago. But today, supposedly we make so much progress, yet children are going through the system the same way. But I feel like hope is a strong weapon to use. If you have a hope of any kind, then it gives you the energy to push through barriers because it allows you to see and dream, and build houses on the sky. I don't know. I see MCI as an outlet, actually. I see an outlet where I can... I know sometimes I feel insignificant because I'm one person, but then I think about the butterfly effect. I don't see a lot of change that I make, but I hear it from people, and I said, oh, I guess I made a change. Things that we work on so long, but because it's not a physical, it's not tangible, it's not a building, you don't get to see it a lot. But then when you hear the burst and somebody tells you, when you make that doctor's phone call, this happened for me, or when you come to my child's school, this, was better for me. And that gives me energy to push through and say, oh, I made a change. And I come back and I stay even more energetic, let's make a bigger one now. Yeah. And that's what I like. I like the idea. I know many American born are always struggle, why are people coming to our country? But the basic principle of this country is that the idea of that idealized American, vision of thinking that, I know everything in life comes with barriers and hiccup, but what is unique about America is the idea that you can actually do something about it. I'm coming from a country where children's voices are silenced and children are only to be seen and not to be heard from. So speaking up on behalf of youth, MCI focuses on children and youth. So speaking of and giving voices, particularly young women of color, is priceless.